Hi, I'm Shannon from houseimprovements.com, and I'm just continuing today with our series on some water heater maintenance. And we're looking at a gas water heater today, and we're going to deal with changing the thermocouple. So if you've got a gas water heater and you're having trouble either lighting it or having trouble with it staying lit, there's a pretty good chance that it's your thermocouple that needs to be changed. Fairly inexpensive and easy enough for yourself to do before you have to call in a plumber and see if it's something more serious. So the thermocouple, you're going to find, here's your gas control valve on your typical furnace. Your gas line coming in would be off to one side or whatever, but you'll have a main gas line coming in. First thing we want to do is wherever on your gas line, there should be real close here within a foot or something. I forget what the code is, or it might even, it's right close to your water heater anyways. There'll be a valve. There'll be some type of valve like this in a metal line. And you'll find usually a surface on top that you can get a wrench onto, and you want to turn it so it's off. Okay, so turn off your gas. So that's the first thing you want to do. Okay. Next thing you're going to want to do is locate your thermocouple. So you want to take off, there's generally going to be a couple covers down here. There's going to be an outer cover and then some kind of inner cover so that you can actually expose the burner area. Now your thermocouple will be this brass colored line coming out of the gas valve unit. Okay, so you need to locate that line, follow it around, down in underneath, and you'll see it usually attached close to the burner. Now, some of them you can actually remove fairly easily without taking the burner out. Okay, so if that's your case, perfect. You should be able to do this easily on your own. If it looks like you're going to have trouble and you'd have to actually take the burner out, then I would advise to call a professional in to deal with, because you're dealing with gas. You're dealing with the natural gas or propane possibly. You should have a pro deal with it at that point. If you can get it out on your own, just the thermocouple, then go ahead and do it. Okay, so it's just a matter of releasing it from in underneath there and then releasing this nut underneath on this side. Just for demonstration purposes, we're going to take the burner right out so we can set it out here on the table and you can really see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just going to release, I already loosened these off, and like I said, if you're not a gas fitter, then you probably shouldn't take the burner out on your own. This line here, which I said before is the thermocoupler, shouldn't be real tight. Should easily come loose. Okay, so if you're doing it yourself, you're just basically getting that line off, undoing the other end, and pulling it out. Okay, we're taking the burner out just so it's easier to show you. And I just gotta get it all off of here. Okay, so here's our burner. Okay, so back in underneath there, this is what we're looking at. We're looking at the thermocoupler, which is this, remember it's this copper line. I think I said brass before, but it's copper. And it's coming in here, and this is what your thermocouple should look like. And you can see it's attached into this bracket. Now, generally you can reach in there. There might be a little bit of a nut here like this one has, to release it from that bracket, and it should just simply slide right out of there. So in most cases, that's really easy to do without taking the burner out. Okay, and it's just easier to bring it out here so you can actually see what we're doing. Okay, so now when you buy a thermocouple, it's usually going to be in a package, all wrapped up like this when you get it out. It's copper, so it's not a big deal. I mean, you don't want to kink the line or anything, but just get it out and basically get it close to the shape that you need. Okay, so in your case, you're going to be fishing it back in through there and just taking whichever nut. This one here has 2 or 3 different sizes, depending on the size hole in the bracket. So you just need to get it back into this bracket. You can see here. So it would slide into your water heater. The end of the thermocouple goes into that bracket. Get it in all the way. Come on, there we go. and then this just simply threads into that bracket. It doesn't have to be super tight. Get it in there 2 or 3 revolutions, and it's just to basically hold it in there centered. Centered, I mean. So you can see here, since we've got this out, like I said before, your thermocouple is basically a sensor, sensing whether you've got pilot light, and if you got a good strong pilot light, then this sensor basically allows the main gas valve to turn on, which sends gas down this main line to light the burner. As it flows by here, the pilot light ends up lighting it. So if you don't have a pilot light, or you don't have a good pilot light, this basically senses that flame and temperature and says, no, I do or I don't want to open that valve and let more gas out. Okay, so it's preventing excess gas that's coming in here that isn't going to burn off. Okay, so again, pretty cheap, pretty easy to do on your own. And it's kind of, like I said, if you're having trouble getting that water heater to light or stay lit, it's a really good chance this is the problem. So check it out. You can pick them up at most hardware stores. They're fairly universal, but what I would suggest is you take yours out and go to the plumbing shop or do it center or whatever you're using, and they'll be able to match it up with what you need. So, okay, and so obviously you put that end in, then we would just simply take this end, put it back up in the appropriate hole, and snug it up. Again, it doesn't have to be super tight, just snug it and it should be good. Okay, so I think that should be really all you need to know about changing the thermocouple. I hope that told you everything that you needed to know. Sorry, one more thing I should mention. Once you have that all hooked up, you obviously need to turn your gas on. Don't forget to turn your main gas on. Then you should be able to go through the procedure for lighting your water heater. Okay. So hopefully, like I said, it was helpful, and we've got tons of other videos that we've had really good positive feedback on from most people. There's always somebody that finds something, but go subscribe or go check our channel out and then subscribe and see what we have to offer. We've also got the website at house-improvements.com, so we've got some articles there. The main thing on our website is the forum though, so that's a perfect place to come on and voice your problem or questions that you have about any DIY projects, and I'll be sure to get back with an answer to help you out. So please check us out. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook. We're on there as well. So thanks for watching.